Hi y'all, we have survived day one of SAS. I want to give you a few updates on the sale, and I have a sizable haul here to share with you. My name is Tracy. This is the 3-Wick Thesis Candle channel. I think I'll start by just talking about the sale thus far for me. I did stay up last night until 3 a.m. thinking I might see some new good stuff on the website at 3 a.m. And guess what? There was nothing new I was interested in. So I thought maybe like the website was broken. It kept saying that there was like 300 and some 75% off items. But then when I would scroll to the bottom and do more products, more products, more products, the most it would ever show me was like 107. And then finally I got on my browser. I think I also was using the app and the browser on my phone trying to figure out like what is happening. Is it their website? And I finally gave up around 3:45 and just admitted defeat. There were a few things that I was interested in. Unfortunately, one of them sold out. It was the warm vanilla sugar candle. And that was just the regular $10.99 SAS candle price. And then, you know, per usual, not all the candles are on sale. I wanted it into the night, but that one's $26, which I refused to pay full price for. The clearance candles were not ones that I was really interested in, and I knew I was going to be getting some of the other ones I wanted in store today. So I ended up just not buying anything. I'm going to keep checking the app. I'm going to keep checking the browser. I feel like I'm getting different things. I don't know if the app is glitchy sometimes, but I don't think I'll be shopping online with this SAS unless I'm seeing some new random products showing up, which I do recommend just refreshing and checking once in a while because they do occasionally toss in new 75% off stuff. So I woke up this morning and made the plan to go to the store that the Hubs and I went to on Saturday where we saw the large display. And I did end up picking up a pretty sizable haul. I got quite a few candles and I got some body care. So I'll go ahead and share that with you. The receipt is quite the book. And I did really good in terms of savings because I was also using the gift cards that I got for $40. $50 worth of spending, but I only paid $40 for them, and that's the ones that were on sale on Amazon that I picked up. That's been a while. I still have some left, so that's good. I saved additional money. So I'm just going to start pulling from the bag here. I don't have the cool SAS bags. They're really cute because I brought my candle day bags to reuse, and then they always have the crates on the floor. So I know I mentioned this in my Saturday ritual video, but I did end up snagging a couple of, yes, I know, the White Barn neutral jars. This one's the coffee and whiskey. I have this in the single wick that I'm burning right now for the month of June. So I'm just really excited to try this in the 3-wick. I know my friend Jory and my friend Marie, both YouTubers, have said this is a good one. So I trust them. I do think it's going to be much stronger in the 3-wick format, and I'm hoping that I'll get more of the like coffee whiskey blend. I don't get much from the single wick that I'm burning right now. So core wicks on that one, white wax, old jar, but you know, $6.75, it was worth it. I also picked up another one of the White Barn jars. This one, a little bit on the fence about. This was at SAS during the winter. It was not one of the 75% off ones though, and I didn't snag it because I just wasn't sure. And then today I sniffed it and I was like, you know, it's pretty nice. I like amber. I like vetiver. It feels like a nice fall winter fragrance. It's $6.75, so I picked this one up too, the salted amber and vetiver. Yeah, it's very earthy, very warm, very comforting and grounding. I don't get much floral in here. There's just like a hint of it that kind of adds, it almost feels like some juicy sharpness. It's actually pretty pleasant with that really deep kind of grounded amber vetiver note. I'm pretty sure that Greg over at All About Candles has talked about this one before and he likes it. I don't remember what he said for sure, but I'm pretty sure that was one of his that he enjoyed. And then the other White Barn, I put the candle out last night, my leather and brandy, and it's almost gone. And I said, you know what? I do want another one of these. Again, even though it's the crappy White Barn, these are all white wax with core wicks. I'm just going to go with it and suffer through the sooting issues of the old style. And so far, this one actually hasn't been that bad. I did not pick up the Jasmine Currant one. That's because that one comes with the burn issues, and I also remember it not having good strength or throw, so I did pass on that one. But this one has been doing pretty good for me, pretty well. It's warm leather, amber woods, and aged brandy. This one reminds me of like if you mixed Colin's Return, turn down the leather in that, and then add in some like midnight cocktails. Those were both fall candles that were out, and that's kind of what this reminds me of. So kind of masculine without being cologne-y. The leather feels very natural. The amber is a little bit high-pitched and honey-like, and then you get this like deep, rich sweetness from the brandy that's in there. I really do like that candle, so that'll be my one to burn once this one is gone. I also picked up a cinnamon sugared pecan. Now this is not the right lid for this. This is a lid that comes with the other series, and actually I got a couple of those too, but it was on there and I liked it. I think this one's the gingerbread lid based off of the way the lid smells. And then this one has the kind of gingham, shiny, little bit, are those specks iridescent? I don't remember. I had this in Christmas Cabin, which I was sad I didn't see. I was looking for that one, but they didn't have it. But I did pick this one up. I didn't burn this one last year because I thought it was too cinnamony. But then I'm realizing the more I burn, the more I'm realizing that cinnamon can really lighten up and become softer when lit. So sometimes if you smell cinnamon on cold, it smells really sharp and spicy. But when you light it, it sometimes just becomes warm and comforting and kind of like a blanket that fills your room. And I hope that that's how this one will be because it does smell really good. The cinnamon is just a little bit spicy. It kind of smells like baking cinnamon, spicy cinnamon, red hot blended. And then you get the toasty nuttiness from the pecans that's in here and some sweetness from the brown sugar note. Yeah, that one's really nice. I didn't buy that last year, and I had refused to buy half off candles at Winter SAS, so I didn't snag that last year even on sale. And then I picked up one of my babies, had to get one of these, the Frozen Lake. This was on my list of ones that I want to look for. I know it's the tacky AI, snowflake cutout. I don't care. I love this candle. I love the blue label. It's lavender leaves, cool eucalyptus, and juniper berries. It's gorgeous. It's crisp. It's fresh. That eucalyptus comes through almost like a menthol or like minty vibe. It feels very much like I am standing next to a frozen lake. The way it kind of clears your sinuses reminds me of how your sinuses can burn when the air is really cold. And this is just so amazing on warm. I do already have one of these in the more traditional White Barn labels, so this is a backup. But I will definitely burn through both of those this Christmas for sure, no question. I couldn't resist. I actually think I got two of these. Because I don't even remember seeing this too much at Winter SAS. I got two of the Marshmallow Fireside. I can't believe I didn't have this in my stash. I double checked. Didn't have any of my backups. I looked at my spreadsheet. It just doesn't exist in the 3-wick, so I never bought it. So I grabbed two. It's toasted marshmallow, smoldering woods, fire roasted vanilla, and crystallized amber. This is such a comforting smell. It is ooey gooey marshmallow with just what feels like a hint of like woodsy smokiness. It is very subtle. It's on the foundation. It's the undercurrent. First and foremost, this is a marshmallow candle, but that smoky woodsiness just adds some complexity. And then the amber note that's in here, to me, ends up reading a little bit perfumey, and that's just my only hesitation with this candle, is it really does feel like an edible marshmallow that you ate next to a campfire until you get that amber note, and then it starts to feel kind of body care-esque. I still really like it though, and I'm definitely excited to burn it this holiday season. I probably will break this out sooner. Thin, stiff, ropey wicks, white wax, and then this is the same as the cinnamon sugared pecan jar, only it's silver. Silver label. Let's see, I'm going to save the new candles separate from the 75% off SAS ones I snagged. I also picked up, this was one on my list, North Pole Punch. They did have that one. This is the collection with that style lid there. Love this label. And this one might come out again this winter. I'm pretty confident that it would. I'm not crazy about it though, and I don't want to pay full price for it, so I picked it up at the 75% off. It's Mary Cherries, Jolly Cranberries, and Dash of Sugar. I'm a little worried at how cherry-esque this fragrance is, but I also really like cranberry, and I feel like the sugar that's in it is helping to sweeten it up, and the cranberry is helping to make it more tart, less medicinal. We'll see. I may not like this one, but for $6.75 and the label, I snagged it. I also have this one on my list, the Fresh Sparkling Snow. Same series, same label, or same jar lid, but then the label has little snowmen. And is that? It's snowflakes. It almost looks like a compass, but that is snowflakes. This one is Icy Melon, Winter Pine, and Fresh Citrus. I didn't buy this one this past winter because I didn't feel like it felt very holiday. I still don't think it's very like traditional holiday, winter, Christmas. It's so fruity. And that melon makes me think more of like a summer vibe. So I might actually break this out in my July rotation and do this as a part of my own kind of Christmas, winter in July vibe. And I love the wax color on this, the blue wax. Thin, stiff, ropey wicks. It's got some interesting ring formations in it. I think that's normal. Almost looks like someone lamped it and returned it, but we'll find out. I know I said I wasn't going to buy this one, and I stand by the fact that I might not like it, but also I sniffed it at the store, and I was like, you know what? It kind of completes the collection. It was all the ones they had of this collection in the store. This is the Gingerbread Bakery. It's gingerbread cookies, brown sugar icing, and cinnamon spice. I think I might like it. I think I'm put off by the ginger. It's almost like a ginger snap fragrance in the background. But I think that cinnamon will help to warm it up and kind of soften it a little bit and make it smell more warm and gooey. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to definitely save this, though, for the holiday because I'm not in the mood for ginger snap or anything ginger cinnamon before Christmas. Another one that was on my list, Caramelized Lavender. I'm burning this right now. Actually, I have it going over here behind me next to the lava lamp. I love this candle so much. This is my third backup. So once this one's gone, I have 3 more, including this one. It's fresh lavender, melted caramel, and hint of vanilla. That lavender is pretty strong, so if you don't like lavender, you're not going to like this one. And then the caramel is a very dark caramel. It's not too cloyingly sweet. I love the way these smell together. It's calling it melted, but it almost smells like a burnt caramel to me. Like there's a little bit of what feels like a toastiness to the caramel, and the vanilla just adds like a hint of sweetness. I did not like this candle when it first came out last fall. I remember sniffing it and being like, what is that? And I actually think I thought it smelled like burnt hair. Either that was a dud, or by the time SAS rolled around, I came around to it and started really enjoying it because that has happened before. So I really like this one, and I couldn't resist it at the $6.75 price point. So this is my third backup of that one. I also was able to get my hands on the spiced apple toddy that made my list. This is the kind of fall label with the fruit on it. White wax, thin, stiff, ropey wicks. This one's okay. The hubs will like this one. It is warm apple brandy, spiced plum, tart cranberry, and cinnamon sticks. Yeah, it's an apple fragrance. It's very appley. It's definitely red apple. It's almost like it's not quite Macintosh, but it's definitely a red apple. And then the cinnamon in there is actually pretty nice. I think that's helping to add some warmth and kind of counteract the tart sweetness that's associated with both the cranberry and the apple brandy. And spiced plum. I don't feel like I get much spiced plum in here. Spiced plum, this smells mostly just like apple and cinnamon. But it's not like apple crunch. It's not bakery apple and cinnamon. It very much smells like a toddy. It smells like I have a hot apple beverage with a cinnamon stick in it. I don't necessarily get the actual brandy note I don't smell alcohol in this at all. This just kind of smells like a hot apple cider with a cinnamon stick. I think it'll be okay, but more my husband's thing than mine. And then the last 75% off candle I picked up, which was not on the list, but I smelled it and just decided to pull the trigger, Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin. So same collection, but instead it has pumpkins and it's orange, whereas the other one has apples and it's red. This one has thin wicks, white wax. Scent notes are warm cinnamon, fresh ground clove, vanilla cream, and brown sugar. Yeah, it smells a lot like, there's a Goose Creek one. Is it Finally Fall? I think it's Finally Fall from Goose Creek. That when I smell this, it reminded me of that. I like the Finally Fall candle better, but it's something about the clove and cinnamon note in here reminds me of that candle from Goose Creek. It's not super sweet, which I would think with brown sugar and vanilla cream that this might be cloying. But I feel like it's really well balanced with the spice. The spice is warm and comforting, and then you've got this like just kind of creamy warmth coming from the vanilla cream and the brown sugar. I didn't burn this one last year either, so same vein though as like white pumpkin. I feel like they all kind of start to smell the same. This one just feels a little more creamy, less spicy. So that's all the 75% off candles. And then I did pick up 2 of the new releases that came out, or re-releases. Hibiscus Waterfalls. And this one is Tropical Hibiscus, Sweet Peach Nectar, and Fresh Waterfall Mist. Yeah, I don't know about this one. I mostly wanted to get it for the channel and just try it out. That hibiscus in here is pretty sharp. Hibiscus is weird. I feel like it's both kind of sour and sharp and sweet. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of it. It almost reads like deodorant to me. It's not powdery. I think there's just something in here that feels like creamy to me, and that might be how that aquatic note from the Fresh Waterfall Mist is playing off of the what feels kind of like a sweet sourness of the hibiscus flower. The peach nectar, I don't really smell much of that, and if it's in there, I feel like I'm reading it more as hibiscus, which that might just be my brain. It might actually be the sourness of peach and not the sourness of hibiscus. So yeah, I don't know. We'll give it a try. I think it might be too perfumey. White wax, and these are thin, stiff, ropey wicks, black lid, and then it's not a wraparound, so you just see the wax on the backside. The other one I snagged in that collection, which I can't remember, is this a new fragrance, y'all? Sugared Pretzel Twist. So same collection, very similar jar, same wax, same wicks. And this one is buttery pretzel dough, sweet cinnamon sugar, and sea salt. It's weird. It smells like pretzel dough. Like when you've got a hot pretzel and you kind of break it apart and you've got the like gooey part in the like inside. The crust is kind of dry, but like the steamy kind of fresh out of the oven dough that's in the middle of the pretzel, it smells like that. And then it just has like this hint of sweetness in it. I don't get much cinnamon. I definitely get like the vibe of sea salt, but I think that it's either they were able to capture the smell of salt or my brain is just smelling pretzel and thinking of salt because I usually eat mine with salt and cheese. But I don't get cinnamon sugar. I mean, there's like a hint of like undercurrent sweetness. It's just, it's strange. I am interested to see what this smells like on warm. We shall see. But it's pretty weird. I don't, I would say snag it if you're curious, but have low expectations. Okay, and then the other one, which y'all, I might take this back. I feel duped on this. I mean, I wasn't really paying attention to prices, so whatever, that's my bad. But these new Christmas and July candles aren't even a good sale price. They're like $13.47, so that's what, half price? And you can get a Mary cookie for $6.75 right now. I think I'm going to take this one back. I feel like I'm paying for the summary label, which while it's cute, right? They're wearing like Santa hats and looks like board shorts and a Hawaiian shirt. And you've got this like face on the back with the sunglasses that says summer vibe, snowflake lid. Like the jars are cute, but I also just feel like I can live with last winter's jar and pay half as much. I'm going to take this back. I shouldn't have gotten it. She rang it up. I saw $13.74 and I was like, oh, I thought those were going to be $10.99. I wasn't paying attention to signage. I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, because they had Mary Cookie there on the clearance table. It's fresh baked cookies, sparkling sugar crystals, and rich vanilla. And this is a very sweet gourmand. It almost smells more like a frosting to me. I'm guessing that's the vanilla and the way it's playing off the sweetness of the sugar crystals. And it's definitely, it says fresh baked cookies. It's definitely a sugar cookie. Not any other sort of cookie. I get the sense of like one of those sugar cookies you've just baked and you're getting ready to put the icing on it. And maybe you're already decorating it. You like lick your finger and take a bite of the cookie at the same time. It has that like just freshly baked soft sugar cookie with some frosting vibe to it. It's a great fragrance, but again, I can get this for $6.75 in the regular jars, so I think I'm going to take this one back. It'll be a pain in the butt with the gift card, but whatever, it's fine. And then I did snag some body care stuff. I picked up for the hubs 2 more of the Perfect in Pink body creams because these are discontinued for now, 75% off. So I got him 2 of these. Scent notes are vibrant cherries, pink Camilla, and whipped almond cream. I talk about this a lot on my channel. It's his favorite fragrance. I also really like it, although I will say that I like Sweetheart Cherry more, which is what I picked up for myself in the body wash. So both of these have cherry. The difference is this one has floral and almond, whereas this one has nuts, has pistachio and vanilla. So this one is more gourmandy. This one feels more body care perfumey to me. So the hubs likes this one. I prefer Sweetheart Cherry. I'm almost out of my body wash in this right now. This was also 75% off. And then I picked him up 2 of the body washes in the Perfect in Pink because these are also 75% off. And I snagged a room spray, which this, help me understand, y'all. It's Perfect in Pink. All this other stuff was 75% off, but this rang up as half price. Yeah, $4.47. Normally $8.95. So for some reason the room spray was half price, but the body care was $75. I mean, I still want it. That's not the best price for air freshener, but with Perfect in Pink going away, I wanted to snag it. Oh, I guess I forgot I did get one of the, there's the SAS bag. I did get one for the body care. Billie is so cute. Speaking of Billie, the store I went to did have the like Billie merch, the air freshener, the car fragrance refill holder, the cosmetic bag, and I kind of had my eye on the cosmetic bag because I thought it looked really cute, but y'all, that bag has absolutely no utility. I tried to unzip it, and the way that it's designed is like the zipper starts at his butt, and then you pull it open, and it only goes like halfway up his back. So you'd literally be fighting with it the whole time and like fighting with his head to be able to put stuff in the bag. And then you've got all this like added space in the head and the bill area that I was just like, this is completely pointless. So it's cute. I think they're going to sell out. If you have FOMO, just know it's cute, but it has very little utility. I don't know that I'd actually use it, so I didn't pick it up. And then I had the Cucumber Melon Billie air freshener in my hand, and then I was like, why am I paying $4.95 for this? I don't need air fresheners. I like Billie. Yeah, I'm putting it back. So I just put it back because I just feel like, one, for that cheap, flimsy air freshener, you can get those for like $1 anywhere else. And then, yeah, Billie's cute, but I just felt like I was being ripped off, and it felt very like, I just want this because it's cute impulse, and it's fine. I don't need it. So I didn't get any of the Billie stuff, but there was very limited quantity. I think there were 2 cosmetic bags, and I was there to open. a handful of the car refills, and quite a few of the air fresheners, but like only one little box of them. So if you do want it, I would say get to the store, try to snag that as soon as possible. All right, so let me give you the total on this. Keep in mind, I'm going to take that Mary cookie back. The grand total for everything, subtotal, was $149.34. Now keep in mind that I was able to use 3 gift cards that I actually only paid $40 for, so that actually would make it $120. And if I take back this Mary cookie, that means that everything else was $107 combined, plus tax. So what ends up being like $120 for, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 candles, 3 body washes, 2 body creams, and an air freshener. That's a steal. I have no complaints at all. I will love burning these, some of them sooner rather than later, but definitely next winter at a discount. This is going to replenish my end of November, early December, and actually into January burn rotations for this coming holiday season. All right, y'all. Now, I shared my stash that I got from the first SAS haul. Tell me below what you're picking up. Have you been shopping online? Are you in stores? Also, just want to highlight, it looks like the $10.99 price point on candles is going to stay the same through July. So I think maybe they finally heard our complaints about the fluctuating prices. The app says it goes until July. So I think the $10.99 is staying $10.99, which is good. Also means stuff will probably sell out faster, so keep that in mind as you're planning your hauls. I have another trip planned with the hubs. I'll have my Saturday ritual haul for you as well. Be on the lookout. And then I have a couple of other videos coming up, Talking Tea Tuesday tomorrow. You know, the usual stuff. So make sure you subscribe if you aren't already. That way you can see my videos when they're released. And if you appreciated this haul video, give me a thumbs up. I hope y'all are having a great time with SAS and finding some good deals. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.